All right, so I just posted this video on my main channel, which is my second video with Tony Hawk, which was released a few months after my first banger video with Tony Hawk. But anyways, in the second video, I said that I was going to tell all of you guys how I was able to pull off getting Tony Hawk into my movie. And when I say my movie, I'm referring to the big unreleased video project that I've been teasing in both of those videos. In fact, the whole reason that I was even at Tony's ramp to begin with was to film his clip for that big project that I'm calling my movie. Okay, let's just jump into the point of this video. This is how I got Tony Hawk in my movie. All right, well, the first thing that I did was fully dedicate my entire life into becoming the best skateboarder that I could be, and then eventually filming it and putting it on the internet. I'm getting somewhere with that, don't worry. So between starting skating in like 2004 and pretty much skating every single day for 12 years, I would say it wasn't until 2016 that I started like full-time skate video production as a job, which included like YouTube videos and social medias. I had already released video parts like years before that, but it wasn't until I started full-time posting videos that my career would kind of take off. And I would say for the first year or two of that, it was pretty much just showcasing my skate skill. So just like filming skate clips and videos that revolved around just doing good tricks. And after about a year or two of doing that, I kind of garnished a fan base and I kind of like had some success. But there was already really good skaters on the platform, so I had to figure out a way to be unique and different. So through brainstorming a bunch of ideas, I ended up deciding I wanted to be like the first skateboarder on YouTube that was actually like storyboarding and integrating filmmaking into my videos. So things like really good editing, storylines and narratives. I would like integrate skits in between skate clips and like the basic skate vlog, but also skits intertwined. So when I made that change, and I started paving my own way in the industry, that's when my career really took off. Like, you know, got a lot of followers on Instagram, got a ton of subscribers, was getting brand deals. The reason I say all of this is everything I just told you is literally what it took to get recognized in the industry by like top players. So like the Barracks, the biggest skaters on YouTube, and just like even your top pro skaters, you know, a lot of them became my homies. So yeah, the reason that's relevant is because that's also what it took for me to get recognized by Tony Hawk. And I remember in 2018, I got a comment from one of his sons. This was before I had any connection with him. And I remember in my head being like, whoa, that's crazy. Like Tony's son commented on my thing. So once I established like a name for myself and some credibility in the industry, I remember in like 2019, Tony Hawk followed me back on Instagram and I was like tripping balls. I was like, no way, the GOAT just followed me. That's insane. And I'm still tripping balls about it. But then for like a year or so after that, nothing really came of it until one day Tony had to post an Instagram promo for a new Sonic the Hedgehog video game that was coming out. And I guess Tony and his team had seen my edits on Instagram and like they thought it was really cool. So Tony's producer, Jared, hit me up and wanted me to edit that video for Tony, which of course I did. Oh, and quick sidebar here. Tony's producer, Jared, also runs Tony's skate YouTube channel called Ride Channel. And he's the same guy that I talked to way back in 2016 when I was trying to get my video part released. And he was super cool, and they actually did release my video on Ride Channel. So it was kind of cool and like full circle how it was the same guy that I had talked to many years before. All right, so then another year goes by or something, and nothing else really happens until one day I'm in Hollywood and I'm filming for a TV show that I'm a part of called The Sesh. It's not out yet. And one of the episodes we filmed had to be refilmed because one of the actors that was in it had some like legal controversial things going on and he could no longer be in that. So me and my producer were sitting there like brainstorming who we could get to fill that epic, hilarious role. And that's when it hit me. Tony Hawk. Tony's been an actor in many things before. Tony's like really cool and he's funny. Like he's kind of the perfect guy for it. Quick footnote, I don't really think you can just hit up Tony Hawk for anything and he'll do it. It wasn't just like, hey, we can hit up Tony and he'll for sure do this. One thing is Tony, when he's in movies and shows, oftentimes he plays Tony Hawk because he's such an icon and a legend. Like, why would he not play Tony Hawk? But we actually had him playing a character outside of himself. So we thought he would think that was like interesting and fun. And also the script was really good. So we thought it was a strong enough concept and idea. And good news, it was. I did hit him up and he thought it was super cool and funny and he was down to do it. So a few months after I messaged Tony, we ended up actually filming the episode. So I got to meet Tony in person for the first time. We all had a great time filming. It was super fun and we filmed some comedy gold. Hopefully I'll have some stuff to post about that soon. So then another year or so goes by without me and Tony really doing anything or connecting. And then one day I'm writing and developing this idea for the huge epic project that I was teasing in these 2 videos, the biggest skate crossover in history. I was like, if I'm going to do the biggest skate crossover in history, like I need Tony Hawk to get a clip in it because what would it be without that? And again, just like the show before, in my opinion, the idea that I had was really out of the box and I thought Tony would be down to do it because I thought he would like the idea. So again, same story. I hit him up and I was like, hey Tony, we had a really good time filming with you on the TV show. I have this other thing. I think it's epic. I sent him like a little synopsis of what it is and was like, if you have any time, it'd be cool to get you to have a clip in it. And again, I guess I'm just blessed or something, but he thought it was super dope and he was like, yeah, I'm down to do it. The problem is I only had 2 weeks left in Southern California before I was flying across the country. And I don't know if you know this, but Tony Hawk is a pretty busy guy. So the only amount of time he could give me in that small window was like 2 hours on one day. But I'm going to take whatever I can get. But since I'm smart, I'm not just going to go meet up with Tony and film his one clip for this video. If I'm going to get an opportunity to hang out with Tony Hawk in like a film situation, I'm filming everything. I'm filming the whole day. So I got my main filmer and a behind the scenes filmer. So even though we only had 2 hours to film with Tony, we ended up getting his main clip for the big unreleased project, but also a 30-minute YouTube banger video with like a great story and great clips, and a 15-minute super chill hangout sesh that was really interesting and enjoyable. And not only that, but I got to skate with Tony Hawk, which was amazing, and I got to meet and skate with another vert legend, Steve Caballero. Oh, and also me and Steve Caballero hung out after Tony left and we ended up chatting and having a good time, which I also was going to film, but the cameras died. However, I did still have a microphone recording, so we did get some audio of the hangout sesh, which I'm going to show you right now. Steve, how much are you here, man? How often are you here?
I've been trying to come a lot more.
Lately?
Yeah, I got hurt. I got hurt like 2 times in a row, like, so I had to come, I broke my femur.
Oh yeah, I heard.
I came back 5 months later skating, and then 4 months after that, I broke my right ankle.
God, dude.
Yeah, and then they're both moto.
Do you ride moto a lot?
Yeah, happens when you go over the front of the bars.
I broke my collarbone doing that one.
You did, yeah.
Steve, what size do you ride, man?
You mean width? I think it's a 9.
Is this the shape you've been riding your whole life?
Not my whole life, but like when I started getting back
I
into
love
bike.
your boards.
Can I step on it?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
And I love the dragon too.
My skateboard's a possible.
Oh yeah, that would make sense. Woo. It's so smooth, man. And fast.
Well, yeah, so, and then I got better, and then I raced Mammoth, and I cut my chest open.
How often do you ride? Like moto?
Once a week.
Really?
Wow.
Dude, you're like the most extreme dude.
Are you in a band
Mountain
too?
bikes, Huh?
Are you in a band?
Yeah,
You play like bass?
guitar.
Guitar.
For what band?
It's called Urethane.
Oh, that's what the
Yeah, look
Dang.
up on, we're on Spotify.
urethane?
Urethane. Yeah, Spotify and iTunes.
Oh, Apple Music. I have Apple Music.
Right? Like
It's 90s melodic funk.
that's sick.
I'll save it to the library. Let's
Yeah.
see. Urethane?
Urethane, and the name of the album's called Chasing Horizons.
Where are you guys based out of?
San
Urethane.
Diego.
That genre is like what we love that shit.
Grew up on it.
We grew up on that shit.
It's crazy how that punk era kind of like faded and Warped Tour didn't exist anymore. Now
Yeah.
it's kind of having a resurgence. Like it's kind of coming back.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Pretty sick.
Dude,
Literally absolute complete legend. So good to meet you, man. I'm like over here struggling to rock fakie and you're just like ripping lip slides like with a broken femur. All right, see you later, man.
That's basically the gist of it. If you're enjoying this Tony Hawk content and you want to see a bunch of sick, funny moments and skateboarding with Tony Hawk, Steve Caballero, and some other pro skaters, and a lot of unseen skate clips of me, then watch these 2 videos. So I'm going to end this video with a little skate montage of some clips that I never posted anywhere. And if you want to support me, please buy something from Benji.co. Subscribe to both channels, yada yada. You get it. Thanks.